Hi, my name is Toy Hershman, and I'm going to go through with you today the tools that I used for this week's project. So the first tool that I'm gonna use is the WordPress Divi with a Divi backend. I've used WordPress before, but not in the way that I'm using it now. So I'm really just learning this whole process. Okay. I also am going to show you a WordPress plugin for members and the WordPress plugin for a login logo. Okay. And why? Why am I doing all that? Well, because the objective of my final project is to create a teacher portal on my website that'll house exclusive content for teachers and educators that participate in my project. So the portion of the website will be only accessible by teachers through a login. So the idea is that I have this project, so anyone and everyone can go to my website currently and access all the information. But I wanted to create sort of an elite kind of exclusive area for teachers that are participating in the project because they are elite and exclusive. We're growing in numbers, and I want a place for them to be able to go to upload their own things, to collaborate together, to just kind of build a cadre of awesome teachers as this exclusive part on this exclusive part of the site. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is just the WordPress that I used, and that's the WordPress with the Divi backend. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just go to my home page. All right. Here is my home page. You can see that I designed all of this. Okay. You can see there's this AES Educators. That's what I created. I'll show you how I did that. So here's the web page. I have this AES Educators page. I'm logged in right now. That's why I'm able to do this. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. So here's the area. I just created this page to stand to be here as like kind of a holding area. This is the first page. There'll probably be many, but this is the first exclusive page. And so how in the world did I make that exclusive? So what I need to do is go to the back end of my website. Something that just happened with Divi, which is really cool, this Divi back end, is that I can actually use the front end. And this is a complete sidebar that you probably don't need to know. But what's really cool is that I could actually do edits from the front end of the page. I'm not going to show you that right now, though. I'm just learning that as well. All right, so I'm going to the back end of my site. This is what it looks like. All right, if I wanted to create a page, I already did create the educator page. So I'll just go into my pages. And you can see here's one called AES Educators. I created that already. I'll pull that up for you. And this is the back end of the page you just saw. So when it comes up, you can see it looks, if you've seen a WordPress backend before, this looks a little bit different. It might look a little more complicated, but it actually, using this Divi builder, makes things a lot simpler. It gives you these great modules that you kind of put everything into, and so that makes it easier to use. So all I did on this page was create that one little line of text saying what the page is for AES Educators. I'll show you. I did that with a full width header. And all I did in here is change this right here. I typed in AES teacher area. I saved it. If you made any changes to this, you can just update this. And so walking you through it, essentially all I did was create this page, okay, which is right here. It's orange because that's the page we're on, okay? Easy breezy. So what I wanted to do was, instead of just anyone being able to access this page, I wanted this page to be the place where you can go and you need to log in. All right, you can see that I added that function already, but I'm going to walk you through how I did that. Okay, so in the back end, what I had to do is I had to find a plugin. All right, so if you're in the back end, you see that there's this area to look for plugins. So I clicked on it. I actually had to do quite a bit of research beforehand to find the plugins that I needed that would work together. So there was a lot of Googling and a lot of my watching YouTube videos of people doing things, which is kind of how I learned how to build websites in the first place. So I found a plugin. I searched for it. It was called Members. So I searched for it, and you can search right here. You can search installed plugins. You can also you come up here, you add a new one, and that's what I did. I found Members, which is what I did research. I watched, I don't even know how many videos trying to find the one I needed. So you can see, if you go down here, you can see Members is in my list of plugins. It says deactivate because I've already activated it. And so once I did that, if I look at my sidebar over here, I have a settings, and this was not here before I activated Members, but here's Members right here. So I went into my settings. This is after I installed the plugin, no big deal. Most of this stuff I did not change. It was just the way that it comes with the defaults. The role manager just enables me to stay as the administrator of this site. Okay. And then I put an error message. So if anybody comes and tries to go to my exclusive area and does not have a login, this is the message I get. Sorry, but you do not have permission to view this content. So this is that's the part that I changed. I added that. Okay. Here it said sidebar widget. I want to put the login on the sidebar, so I enabled the login form widget. Okay. And I'll show you what that means as well. So, all right, so once I did all this, I updated my settings, okay? And what that did is then that gave me this login area here. Obviously, I'm already logged in, but this is where you would log in if you weren't already. I also added it to the footer just to kind of have two places to catch it. And the way that I did that, when you saw I clicked on that widget here, enable the widget, so widgets, right? So there's a place where you can go and find, and you can add your widgets to your menus, to your sidebar. So if I go to Appearance and I go to Widgets, okay, these are all the widgets that I have, and so I can just move things, right? I can move stuff around. I can just slide these widgets right in. So what I did was the members login form. Okay, that became one of my widgets, and I just moved it right in here, and that put it in the sidebar of my site. So anytime I have a sidebar, you'll see the widget. I also put it in the footer area 1, so it's also on the footer of all of my pages too, just in case you can't find it to begin with. Some of my pages don't have a sidebar, so this was adding it at the footer was kind of a catch-all. All right, so now it's on the page. Super duper. So now I can log in and go to this page if I am so inclined. The other thing I wanted to do was create a logo page to log in. So if I clicked on this, or if I just go into the standard WordPress login right now, it's just like it's a big W on there for WordPress. Well, if I want someone to log into my site, I don't want them to look at a big W. I want them to see my logo. Okay, so in order to do that, I had to add another plugin. So I found the plugin online. I did some research, and what I installed, the same way I installed the last one, was this Tesla login. I had a couple that I liked, but I really like the name of this one, and it looks really sweet. So when I made the Tesla login, right now I'm going to do a lot with this. Right now I didn't do anything. I was just trying to get it to work. It's this like super alpha test. So I just left all of these, everything's white, everything's blank. I didn't add any templates, but I did add the logo. So I went in here, and very simply it says logo image. And so right here you add the URL of your logo image, which you can find. I put it into my media library. So if I go, it says look for what you want, and you can see I have a very wide variety of logo images and things in here. All the way to the bottom of this thing is my logo that I use. I won't scroll. Oh, actually, there it is right there. So, so I put the logo in there. Simply just click on it and click go, and it appears here. And then I had to specify the pixels so that it wouldn't look distorted. It is a little too small right now, but I'm just going to make a bigger image and then stick that in there as I move forward with this project. Okay, so that's all I did. I added it. If you clicked on the logo link, I linked it back to my home page here, and I just put the image title our logo. I mean, it's kind of boring, but that's what it is for now. So save the settings. And so what this does now is it gives me that logo. I'm going to get all the way out of here. It gives me that logo on the login page. So I'm going to log out, and it gives me the login page here, and you can see that the logo is here. Okay, but I want to show you too, since I'm logged out, there's a couple of things I can do. Mine automatically blinks back to that login page because I've done this so many times on this computer. I guess it's a cookie or of some sort. But if I just go to my home page, okay, I'll show you the whole thing. So I'm logged out now. I go to my home page. Ooh, I want to look at this AES Educators. So I'm going to click on that. And then you can see it brings me to this page and like, oh no, you don't have permission to view this page. Please join to view America's Entrepreneurial Schools exclusive content. So here I could log in right here and click on it. But I want to show you if I just do that, I think it'll take me where I want to show you this login. Yep. So I messed up my login. So it's taking me to this main login page, and you can see that it's completely blanked out. Very boring. I didn't add any cool stuff to it. And it's asking me to log in. So I can, and there's the logo. So I can log in. Okay. And then it says howdy, me. So now I'm logged in, and when I'm on the AES Educators page, here's the page, and this is the text that I added to that page. So you can see that I was able to get in. So it does everything I wanted it to, which is I created the page. And to summarize, we created the new page. We added the member portal so that you would have to have a login in order to get to this page. And then also just put that logo on the login so that it wouldn't look chintzy and like you were being taken to another page. So that's essentially it. That's the whole thing. That's what I learned this week. It was a really interesting experience, and I'm looking forward to adding more content to this part of the site and hopefully have teachers really utilize it. Thanks so much.